landed my first $2,500 a month client using one DM. It had the right offer and was backed with a simple system. And that one client changed everything. It helped me move from freelance gigs and one-off edits to building a repeatable business with monthly recurring revenue and a whole team behind me. And in this video, I'll walk you through the offer I sent, how I priced it, and what I showed to earn my clients' trust. And I'll also show you guys how to do the same thing, which is basically copying the steps that I've showing you here today, and how you can do the same thing without having a huge portfolio or having an agency. Hey, what's up? My name is Matt Maniego, and I've been a content creator since 2010. And in the last 2 years, I've been able to develop a system called the Content Automation Engine that helps content creators just like you automate their content. So part one, the problem with freelancing. When I was freelancing, I was stuck in feast or famine cycles month to month. It was so stressful. One month I'd land a really cool gig, or maybe 2 or 3, and then the next month it would just be crickets. No calls, no emails, nothing. And I was stuck in a cycle for 13 years of up and down and up and down and up and down. That's a lot of trauma for 13 years. That feast or famine cycle was not working well because my wife and I started a family. And having 2 kids and having an inconsistent work schedule does not mix. It can mix, but it doesn't mix well. I wanted to be there for my kids for school activities, volunteering, being there to pick them up, drop them off, even wake up in the morning and be able to make them breakfast. Although I'm not very good at making breakfast, but I still want to be there to be able to do that stuff. Even take them to their extracurriculars like sports or swimming or things of that nature, like dance classes. I wanted to be there for my kids. But if you have a freelance lifestyle, that's something that you're gonna have to sacrifice. And that's totally fine if you want to be able to do that. But for me, that was not what I wanted. I wanted my kids to see me there, present with them, to the point where they get tired of me being there. That's how much I want to be a part of their lives. And being in this feast or famine cycle every month was not the way. Don't get me wrong, the money is great when it's great, but also the money isn't great when it's not great. So I thought to myself, how can I make this work? How can I still do what I love doing, which is filming and editing and being creative with video? How could I do this while still maintaining my presence with my kids and being there for my family? I thought of many different things, like maybe I just needed more clients, maybe I just needed more hustle, but each one of those things required more time away from my family and away from the things that are more important to me. And what I really needed was a better offer, something clients could just say yes to without overthinking, and something that promised consistency and not just creativity. And that's when I started offering a system. Part 2, the $2,500 offer. It took a while for me to figure out what I could offer to new and existing clients based on the skill set that I already had. I didn't want to create custom things for each new client or custom projects. I wanted something more consistent, something that was predictable, that had predictable income, something that I could do on a monthly basis consistently, so that I can be there consistently for my family as well. So after staring at a Google Doc and typing in many ideas, I finally came up with something that I was confident enough to pitch to a prospect client. The client that I found was a content creator in sports, and I saw that they started a YouTube channel. I've been a longtime follower of this content creator, this radio host turned content creator, and I just reached out to him via DM. And here's the doc that I sent him. It says, hey, I know you got great content, but probably don't have time to manage any editors, thumbnails, or uploads. What if I handled it all for you from start to finish? So all you had to do was record. On this Google Doc was simply just deliverables. It was 4 long form videos and 12 short form videos. One price, $2,500 a month. It was week-to-week deliverables, and the team was just me, an editor, and a virtual assistant. I positioned myself not as a freelancer, but as a content solution. I even showed this client what we were able to do with a few YouTube channels that I started with friends, and I showed them the consistency, the quality of the work, and basically the whole workflow. And within 2 days of having sent this DM, we met up for lunch and we hit it off, and the client wanted to work with us. Part 3, why this works. Here's why my client said yes. I removed friction. There was no messy handoffs, no extra tools, just a simple link to review the content. 2, I promised consistency. Every day, we would take the content that he was doing on live streams and create long forms, and short forms from that content. We created a daily structured delivery schedule with no surprises. I framed it as a time saver because all he needed to do was just live stream and then give us access to that file afterwards. He didn't have to manage anything. We just did it. And then I showed them the back end of how it works. Most people will just promise something. I actually show them how the sausage is made. Most content creators and business owners too, they don't want to manage more people. They just want to be able to create the content and have it show up as better looking content after it's done being edited. They just want to hit record and have it show up on their platforms as great content. That's what they're paying for. Simplicity. And here's how you can do it too. First step is to download the free version of the content automation engine down below. It'll give you an overview of what we do and how we implement the system. You can actually watch the first few videos on this channel and take a look at how we implement these systems. But if you truly want a step-by-step guide on how to do this, get the paid version. The paid version walks you through every step of the system in detail. And that's something that's really important because you don't want to be guessing while you're offering something to a client. You want to have an answer for every question that they might have. How do I communicate with you? How do I pay you? Where do I review this content? Are you going to be talking to me through email? Are you going to be text messaging me? A lot of those questions are answered within the content automation engine below. And the next step is to pitch one client that you know needs consistency. That could be a YouTuber or a content creator on Instagram, or even a local church or a local business that needs content. It could be a local radio station. It could be literally anyone that uses content as a form of communication to their audience. And that's pretty much everybody. And then you offer one simple package for $2,500 a month. You don't have to start at $2,500. You can actually scale it down to $1,000 or $1,500, but start there. Create long form content or short form content. Create a delivery schedule week to week, day to day, month to month, however you see fit for that client. And then you deliver that content so their goals are met. You're not selling content, you're selling certainty. They're not paying for edits, they're paying for freedom. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did it and how you can do it too. This one client changed everything for my business. It gave me consistent revenue. I wasn't on a feast or famine cycle anymore. And I was able to stop living from month to month. And if you want to steal the system, go on ahead. It's right down below. The link is there. You don't need to hustle harder. You just need to offer smarter. Let this be the first step towards building a business that actually scales. So if you want to learn how we use AI in the content automation engine, take a look at this video because it's coming up right now.